Alright, so this first deck, I don't know how good or bad this is gonna be. I let the person submit it because it looked kind of funny. We're gonna play, normally I play best of threes with donation decks, but this deck is kind of a meme, so we're just playing best of ones without sideboards. Yeah, I've had a really hard time watching. Hey, Weirva, thank you very much for that 7-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I've had a really hard time watching Standard on Arena or on Magic Online recently. Just like every time I'm watching it, I'm just like, why aren't we playing on the video game? I wonder how many of our matches in the best of 1Q are going to be against Mono Red. I feel like I was watching someone else stream the other day, and like almost all of their matches were against Mono Red, but they were playing best of ones. I was just like, oh, Mono Red's probably like really good in the best of 1Q, right? I have a gain 3 draw card and I have a gain 4 draw card, so I don't know, in theory that's probably good against the red deck. Like Mono Red's probably like the best deck in best of 1 by like a significant margin, right? Like that's kind of like the deck that gets like much worse post board in a lot of things. Yeah, we're trying out a different iteration of blue-black. And while I like Standard, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like playing, you know, we're not, this stream is still powered by the viewers, right? So like just because I'm having fun with Standard and whatnot doesn't mean that like we're not gonna be doing donation lists in Standard. No, Chromium's the win condition. Arena is, oh, I forgot their sounds. I gotta put my headset on. Arena is much faster paced than Magic Online, and the primary reason for that is the fact that you don't have to tap your lands. Justin actually didn't submit this, but it is basically a Justin deck. Yep. Is a good way to phrase it. It's a Justin deck in a format where that might actually be playable. It's impressive. I'm gonna give it 3 games, and if we lose 3 games in a row, I will move along with our lives. Like, I assume we're dead here. Well, that's actually kind of good for us. You're finding a lot of mono red. Actually, I haven't played against almost any mono red on Arena. It's been the last couple nights when I've played some off stream. It's been all green black, which is what people have been saying their Magic Online experience is like too. I was saying that, so like this deck, when someone submitted it, they asked that I play it in best of 1 because it's kind of a meme and they didn't really have a sideboard plan. Sure. Which, it seemed funny, so I want to try and do its thing, but I wonder if, it's going to be interesting to say, we're going to play 3 or 4 games here in the best of 1, and I wonder if the best of 1 has more mono red in it, because, like, mono red's a deck that gets much worse post-sideboard, so, like, if you're grinding mono red, you're probably more incentivized to play in best of 1. What's going on, Bricken? Because I don't have an avatar set, and when you don't have an avatar set, it just, like, gives you a random one every time. So this is a really kind of a funny thing. So I wonder if it happens consistently. So if I noticed this the other day when I was playing, I don't think I can discard Chromium because it's my only way to actually win the game. If you are holding a card up like this when your opponent ends their turn, the animations go really quickly when you start your next turn, which is kind of funny. If I do this... Do you see how it, like, moved the card up really quickly? Okay, now I won't do it this next time, and we'll see if that happens. There's birds over here. I can click on them and stuff. Oh, I can click on the tower over here. It's free to play, but how do you get new cards? It's basically the same model as every other game. You could buy booster packs to get cards, and then the booster packs give you the wild card system's a little bit different than crafting, but it's very similar. Yeah, definitely, Mikey. Just tag me in the post, and I'll take a peek at it after the stream today. Instant sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. Whenever you play an instant sorcery, put a charge counter on this. There are 4 or more. Remove it and transform. And then... I know this might be a lot of work, but you can probably make a stream overlay of the Hoogle Jester dancing over the Planeswalker avatar. Yeah, I probably could. And this copies, the back half copies things. I'm playing one of your EDH decks, okay? Oh, I like how it adjusts the cost of the cards in my hand, and then when I zoom in, it shows their actual converted mana cost, and then it lists off to the side that it's modified. That's really elegant. I like that a lot. Super slick. Yeah, right, Marty? So actually, this is, again... Could someone clip this moment for me? Because I feel like this is a good example of the auto tapper, and I want to highlight this. So, people complain about the auto tapper a lot in Magic on Magic Arena, and it's really actually really good, and you should be using it. So this Cleansing Nova is going to cost me 4, and when I mouse over it here or drag it up, you see how it highlights my 4 lands that it's going to use to cast this spell? And let's say for whatever reason I wanted to hold up a white source rather than holding up this black source, I can actually force it to use this Drowned Catacomb without tapping any more than just the Drowned Catacomb. So once I float mana with the Drowned Catacomb here, it lights up the 1 mana that's in my pool plus these other 3 lands. So really there's no reason to not use the auto tapper, because even when it's not going to do exactly what you want it to do, it is very easy to quickly manipulate it to make it do what you want it to do without manually tapping every single land. So again, the auto tapper is great. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but even when it doesn't work, it's very easy to make it do exactly what you want. So, I think I want to wait on the Nexus of Fate until I flip this. Of course, if I flip this, I can probably... If I do the Nexus of Fate, I get to flip this right away. I guess I'm going to do this. And now this turn, I could actually Chromium. I guess I'm actually just Chromiuming now. Did anybody get a chance to clip that? Thank you, Marty. I knew it was going to be Marty. Marty's the best. I mean, that feels like kind of a win for us, right? Like, they use that there. Alright, so... I will tweet that after we're done with this game. It's a really perfect clip, Marty. As always, you're the clip master. Alright, so let's Radical Idea, which will trigger the Primal Amulet. Oh, I have to... That's not actually that. Let's Revitalize to trigger the Primal Amulet. Because I was going to have to discard something. And then this transforms that. Wait, what? Oh, there needs to be 4 or more counters on it. Well, that's rude. Alright, so now I'll Radical Idea ditch this search for Azcanta. I thought it was 3. The animations on Arena are A+. Alright, so now we transform it. And now I can cast this. And again, I want to make sure I use this mana over here so I can float this special mana. And then it's going to use the special mana like this. So now I'm going to get to copy this, so I'll gain 8, draw 2 cards. Maybe I should wait a turn on that. Yeah, I should probably wait a turn on that and get to use the Primal Wellspring with it. I don't know, I'm up to 18 now. Oh, sure, I'll take 4. Yeah, I probably should wait a hot second and gain 6 and draw 2 with that next turn. Whatever. Got my boy Chromium here. He's gonna be alright. Tilt. So one of these is gonna get to draw them. Gonna get to do stuff. If I would have waited a hot second, I would have been able to double up that other one that gained 3. Yeah, their deck seems sweet. It's like blue-red wizards and drakes. Out of 5. And these cards, so even though these are in my opponent's hand, or by their hand, they're actually in their discard pile. It just shows you when you're playing cards that they have effects with. Is there any way for me to win if Chromium dies? No, don't let Chromium die. Alright, so we're looking for a Nexus of Fate here. I have 2 copies of that. Nope, I would love a Rejuvenation. If I would have known that was on top, I'd have waited. Oh, this isn't legendary. Huh. Do I want another one of these? I probably don't. I think I just want more cards that draw cards at this point. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here, because I want to be able to Ritual of Rejuvenation off of my Primal Wellspring next turn. Because even if they jumpstart this, I'm only going to go to 1, and then like I have this on block, and then I get to gain 8, draw 2 next turn. So I let this happen. So take action says take 4, and then they don't have any cards in their hand here, so I'm fine. Standard day, always excited to see some quality arena content. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, Case, for the bits. I appreciate that. I've really been enjoying both standard and arena. So thanks for being here. They bend a Ral. That's aggressive. From a software perspective, I've really enjoyed Arena. Alright, so I get to gain 8, draw 2 cards here. So... I could Discovery and then get rid of this. Could also, so I've got 5, 6, 7 mana right now. I think I'm just going to play my land and then pass here. I guess I'm at 9, I could start attacking them. Yeah, I'm just going to start attacking them. Chromium kills them pretty quickly. I don't even think, do I need to Dispersal their guy? I guess I can Dispersal their guy. Yeah, that seems fine. That seems fine. Just like use this as a Doom Blade. I still have 4 mana up. Yeah, it seems okay. Sure. Alright, so I kind of need an answer to that, huh? So do I think I need to do this at this point and use it with this. Alright, sweet. And there's a Nexus of Fate. So I can just go ahead and do this now, take another turn. And eventually we're going to get to only Nexus of Fates in my deck, right? Is what's going to happen here. I think I just leave that there so that way when I start my next turn I could draw 4. Yeah, we need another Dispersal, right? There's 23 cards in my deck. Alright, I understand what this deck's wanting to do, and I'm kind of into it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, just... Alright, make another turn. I would like another turn, please. I would like another turn, please. I think this is game at this point. Like, I get to get this Azcanta going. This is like... This is why when Justin was complaining about Standard, I was like, why are you complaining about Standard, Justin? This format allows you to do all of the things you want to do in life. This format, the decks you like to play are actually good in this format. Alright, sweet. That's actually lethal. I could have taken 2 extra turns with that, but I actually only need 1 more turn. And just, you know, for good measure, I would like to end the game above 20. This is the second game of the day. This is really funny. While holding a card to cast, is there a button to cycle through with lands you can tap? No, there's not. It will work. So you can manually float mana. Come back. So I'm gonna add this clip. Auto tapper. This clip is great. This clip is great. I'm actually gonna tweak that clip really quick here. Yeah, claim the prize. Hey, Misfit Mavis, thank you for the brand new Prime support there. I appreciate that. All right, let's dive into another game with this. I don't know. I mean, this deck is literally blue-white splash Chromium. So like the only thing this deck is doing is playing Chromium in the black. So it's basically you could probably splash a different win condition. And Paper Magical with a Cyberby, I have no idea. I'm excited that we got to do our thing. Once we kind of got run over in the first game we played, and I was a little bit sad. But then the second game we got to do our thing, and I was pretty into it. We could play Teferi instead of Chromium and get to ult and keep chucking him. Yeah, but the problem with Teferi is that, like, you have to, like, play multiple win conditions then. So I think if I click on their end of turn, God, that's so good. So if you click on their end of turn stop and then hit pass turn, it passes until you get to the end of turn stop, which is super clean. Oh, that's true. We're getting to play the split card too. We actually used Dispersal twice in the last game, which was pretty sweet. I think there's probably an okay, like, for Knight of Autumn for... There's probably an okay, like, for Knight of Autumn / for Restoration Angel deck somewhere, but I don't think it involves Unburial Rites like that deck is playing. Can bluff like we have a counterspell here. Or like we were looking for a counterspell, sorry. We played a non-bio-visionary build with Knight in it that felt okay. Or we played a non-bio-visionary build with Knight in it that felt pretty bad. Primal Amulet is the perfect draw. There's no more breeds in this format either to make you really sad that you have a Primal Amulet out. Yeah, no one's running it, like, they're not gonna have it game one, right? Alright, so I'm at 12 here. So I think if I kill this, they probably can't, they probably aren't killing me next turn, so let's do that. Oh, it kills artifacts too. All right, I'm dumb. I just assumed it was enchantments. I should read my cards. Shh. Mistakes were made. Listen, chat, it's fine. It's fine. It's all okay. It's all okay. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Oh no! Oh no! All right, now we'll concede. We were talking about how nobody's gonna be able to kill the amulet game one, and then just someone had to wait to kill the amulet. All right, well, if I hadn't messed that up, we'd have certainly won that game. I think the deck had the tools there, and I just threw it in the dumpster. All right, let's try again. Max punishment. Yeah, I should have just like cycled through a bunch of draw spells there, and like flip my thing, and then we'd have gone off to the races. I think that stands fine. I don't know, I guess it needs white mana. I'm playing best of one because the person that donated for this list knew it was kind of a meme and explicitly requested that I play best of one, and the deck looked funny, so I said that was okay. Have a timeout for being a turd. So, looking for a white land and then an amulet here. Not necessarily in that order, but somewhere thereabouts. Oh, I forgot to put the social media on the screen. Magic players, people in general, are just really annoying. Just like, why can we just like stop being afraid of change and just like embrace the future? Yeah, you know exactly what I was replying to, Marty. It was the idiot on my status. I'll put the social media on screen. So go follow me on Twitter. You'll see what I just posted. I posted a really great example about the auto tapper, and then someone breathing and drooling out of their mouth was just like, "But Jeff, I want control." And it's just like, well, the auto tapper gives you control if you're not a lazy turd. So maybe stop trying to be lazy and stop trying to like not do things. You could be like, oh look, this thing could actually make my life better. I'll take a white source here, because if we draw a Settle the Wreckage, that would be really nice. That's not a Settle the Wreckage, so we're dead. I guess I could find a gain 3 at this point. Alright, we're dead. There wasn't anything we could do that game. I mean, it's clunky on Magic Online too, right? Just like, that's like the worst part. Hey, Asistathar, thank you for the 8-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Because people hate change and hate learning new things that much. Nah, this is Magic. People don't play around things in Magic. That's not how people work. As someone who's played a lot of Magic, people don't play around things. Honestly, I think I might just like not cast anything here, because I kind of just want to like save these things for when I have the amulet up, right? Yeah, Urborg might be the worst card at Magic Online. It's just like, ugh. And like, honestly, I wouldn't make such a big deal about the auto tapper, but like people not using the auto tapper makes my life worse, because I have to like sit there and watch them fumble around with their lands for no reason. So like, not using the auto tapper, you are actively taking away from other people's experience playing Magic Arena. You are making someone else's life worse by not using the auto tapper. So use the auto tapper. This isn't legendary on either side. That's great for us. All right, so we get to Settle the Wreckage here, and then we get to Anticipate. Sure. Because they weren't using... That's just sweet justice tap lands. Like, timing out because you're not using the auto tapper is like super sweet justice. Bye, friends. So now I get to like anticipate, untap, anticipate, Primal Amulet, double a Ritual of Rejuvenation. Yeah, they played around my Settle there. That was good. Opponent played that well. I kind of want to land here, huh? I think I want to land. So I can anticipate. I would like to transform this. I would like a Chemister's Insight. And now what I want to do here. So I have 6 mana altogether. I could play this other Primal Amulet, and then I could double this and gain 8. That's probably good enough if I go up to 16. And then I want to get this next amulet going. So I get to do this and gain 8 and then start charging this up. Those triggers don't matter. Yeah, I'm super excited that these aren't legendary. This deck is super sweet when it gets going. This is all I want in life, chat. All I want is Supreme Durdle, okay? Isn't that all we really want out of life? Doesn't everybody just want Supreme Durdles all the time? We're looking for a Nexus of Fate at this point, right? So I guess I'm gonna start with Discovery here. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Discovery and see if I can find... I guess I could double Dispersal them here too. Do I just double Dispersal them next turn? I'm gonna dig for a Nexus of Fate. If we find a Nexus of Fate, we'll do that obviously, but otherwise I might just double Dispersal them. Oh, this is pretty good too, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna do this actually. Oh, we didn't get going, but we kind of got to get going. That is all right, sweet. So we're 2-2, but I feel like we would be 3-1, or maybe we're 2-3. I don't remember. We lost a game that we should have won because I'm an idiot. They conceded before we got to draw cards. What a opponent's just like a straight monster conceding before we got to draw cards. This is not a Justin deck. This is basically Standard's the format where Justin decks can be playable though. Yeah, so normally the default mode when I'm streaming is we do the best of 3 ladder matches. The person who submitted this deck didn't have a sideboard and they didn't want to deal with like Primal Amulet hate, and I was okay with that. So if I bin the Chromium, I actually don't have a way to win the game, so I have to keep the Chromium on top because otherwise we can't win. They don't know that. That's a good point. That's a good point. They don't know that we don't have win condition. Yeah, Admiral, just put it through the donation form and just put a note in the comment that you're swapping it from Thing Ascension. So, Discovery Dispersal gives me 3 looks at a land, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Which I'm sure means I'm about to miss and be very sad, but I think I'm supposed to take 3 looks at a lander because I really want to make a land drop this turn. Perfect. Anticipate is a card that I'm in for, so we'll keep that on top for now. And then we'll do this. The backside is Primal Wellspring, which forks your spells when you use it to copy something. And if I'm not dead here, we should have a pretty good chance to stabilize. Am I dead? I might be dead. Alright, I'm not dead yet! So I'm looking for one of our life gain spells at this point so we can gain a bunch of health. Ritual of Rejuvenation, sweet. So now I do that, and then I use Radical Idea here, which is going to flip the Primal Amulet over, and the Primal Amulet's going to gain me 8. Yeah, you can double fork with Wellspring. That is, in fact, a legal play. Alright, so we end up at 9 here. Oh, but maybe we don't even need the Chromium. Maybe we just don't even need it. I've got this Chromium. I got this Chromium in my opener. The rest of this is pretty good, though. And I'm going to keep it. Zerfin Void. Alright. Are there Eldrazi in this set and I didn't realize it? This deck needs to follow your Drowned Yard. So, like, the idea behind the Chromium, I think, is that if you play a different win condition, you, like, expose your win condition to potentially being interacted with, and Chromium's, like, basically impossible to interact with, right? I'm gonna keep the Revitalize. It's basically a free roll, right? Like, it gains 3 and then it cantrips. I don't know, Alkali. I think that's probably pretty hard to get set up. And so now, like, at this point, because, like, I have 4 lands Primal Amulet lined up, I think I'm just, like, making land drops and not casting spells, so that way, once I untap with my Primal Amulet, I get to cycle through. We did get a thing. OP's boss tapped on their shoulder at work and was like, "What's this? What are you doing over here?" Four lands, cantrips from a thing. Let's do it. So, honestly, The thing, and this is something I mentioned when we were playing this before, in my experience playing Arena so far, there are more people on here that are willing to concede like I concede on Magic Online, basically. Which is, people concede when games are pretty much over. Whereas, for whatever reason on Magic Online, because they've got some very tiny amount of money in, they're like, I'm gonna sit here and be miserable and complain about this match that I could never win. It's like, well, if you think about it for a hot second, your game's probably gonna end up with you losing anyway, so if you just like mosey along. They're conceding much earlier, right? We might get run over here. I finally caved in and bought into Arena yesterday. It's so good. Sealed especially is amazing to build a collection of cards. Yeah, I've heard if you enjoy Limited, that the expected value of playing the Limited events is actually really good. I don't play Limited, so I can't verify that, but that's what I've heard secondhand from people. Hey, Scraggles! Thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub there. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Hey, Carletti! Thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. You're good people. Thanks for the content. Well, thanks for keeping me here. Folks like you are the reason that I'm able to keep doing what I do here. Yeah, I personally am not a fan of Limited. And honestly, as somebody who has given both Hearthstone and now Wizards of the Coast a lot of money for their digital offerings, the money you put into this game is very... It actually went further, for me at least, than the money I put into Hearthstone went. Which is subjective, and I don't have a bunch of numbers, but just like the amount of money I put into this game versus the amount of money I put into Hearthstone to the ratio of stuff I got back out of it, the ratio of stuff was better in Arena for me. Yeah, it's really, the thing that impresses me the most about Arena is the fact that the gameplay is faster with animations. And again, just like the auto tapper is really what could be most attributed to that speed. Definitely want all of my gain healths here. So there's 6 cards in my bin, so I think I want to respond to my Azcanta trigger this turn. Oh, you need to hold control to respond to your triggers, right? I can bin that, though, and transform this. That's fine. This can help me find Primal Amulet, which is great. Couple of mission briefing. Mission briefing actually sounds sweet. Oh, you have to set a stop on your upkeep. Okay, that's good to know. That is not the Primal Amulet I'm looking for. Alright, so I'm at 12. They have 2 cards. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Azcanta here, because if I find an amulet, I can cast it this turn. Perfect. Alright, I'm hoping they don't kill me. I don't think they can kill me from 12. They'd have to deal 9 with 3 cards to kill me from 12, because this deals 3 on board, so they need these 3 cards to deal 9. And if they don't kill me next turn, on this turn, I should be able to get going on my turn. Whoa, that's a big boy. That is a large monster. All right. Let's start with Radical Idea. Of Blue Blackberry's deck is the reason you don't play any Cyan Avoda. You should actually, if you go back and watch through all my leagues, Batman Brenna, you'll be able to see a league where we played Cyan Avoda in the 75. There was a more aggressive build we played that had Scions in it. Banefire could kill us here, that's true. I think I'm gonna do this at this point. Transform. So I'm gonna Revitalize here in a hot second. I want to do this during their upkeep, so I have to discard fewer cards. So I'm gonna float a mana from here, and then Revitalize with it, which is gonna put me up to 10. I could still die here, right? Because they're attacking for 8. I feel like these Cleansing Novas would have been better as Settle the Wreckage in basically every game we've played them. So we're going to 5 here. We could die. If we don't die, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Alright, sweet. So I get to do this. And now I get to Cleansing Nova, destroy all creatures. 1, 2, 3. I've got 7 cards in my hand, so I'm going to put a stop on their upkeep again and pass. So on their upkeep, I'm going to use the Primal Amulet along with Revitalize to gain 6. Perfect. And there's a Ritual of Rejuvenation. So that means I'm going to be able to get going with that next turn. Yeah, you have a Pyromancer. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if I had 6 or 7 cards was the issue. I wish I had a way to, like, see a number of how many cards were in my hand would be ideal. Alright, so now we get to Primal Well, the Nexus of Fate. So now we have 2 extra turns. I get to activate my Azcanta. I get to grab another Primal Amulet. We're doing it! We're doing it! I haven't played a Drowned Catacombs yet. I have to discard cards. Discard that one. Discard that one. Alright, so what am I doing? So I've been playing this Primal Amulet out. And I have 1 extra turn in the bank here still. So I get to go ahead and do this. Nope, I don't want that one. There's too many cards in my hand. So I have all of these things over here too. This is great. I don't know if this is good, but it's certainly great. My hand's mixing with the graveyard. Isn't that illegal? Asking the important questions. All right, sweet. There's a Nexus of Fate. So I believe we're like almost infinite at this point, right? I think we're actually getting close to deterministic all the turns. We have 1 copy of Chromium. Alright, so now we do this, and then we Nexus of Fate, so we get 2 more turns, and then that's gonna flip this, which will then let us Nexus of Fate again to get 2 more turns. This standard format is awesome. Alright. 4 turns in the bank. Yeah, Nexus of Fate stack. So the next 4 turns are mine. The next 4 turns are mine. Alright, there's a Chromium somewhere in our deck, chat. Alright, to make sure the Chromium works here, I'm gonna float mana with this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play this Dispersal, which will return my opponent's card to their hand, and then it will make them discard 3 cards. They're gonna lose all the cards in their hand here. Just to make sure Chromium can't die. Let's play Chromium. Alright, and I believe I have 3 turns in the bank, but just in case, let's Azcanta find our Nexus of Fate. Oh, that's not my Nexus of Fate. Where is my Nexus of Fate? I'm so incredibly unlucky. Alright, I guess I'll take that one. Doop. Doop. Ritual of Rejuvenation, just like casual gain 12, draw 3 cards. Opponents letting us have our fun. Don't you take this away from me. Don't you imply our opponent should concede. Alright, 9 cards in my deck. Let's draw 6 of them. Is this deck aptly named? I feel like this deck's aptly named. Yeah, I know you get a thing if you have more than 7, but it can be hard to tell when you have more than, when you have 6 or 7. So like if you have exactly 7 or 6, it doesn't tell you. Yeah, Nexus prevents decking, so we can't deck. We know all the cards in our deck. It's having to play Written on Mountains, right? You can't play the Nexus of Fates in person. The decks that are listed in the stream title are decks that we still have yet to play. So my stream's always pretty organized, so if there's a deck in the stream title that we are not currently playing, that means it will be played soon. Listen, I need a counter somewhere that like tells me how many extra turns I have saved up. Listen, chat, don't pretend you didn't enjoy that, okay? Don't lie to me or yourselves, okay? At that, I got a snapping sail back. Let's play one more with this. Hey, so close to gaining my full power. Terang, thank you for the 11-month resub there. I appreciate that. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. Welcome. This seems like already kind of a 6 with the Chromium, and it doesn't have a Primal Amulet in it, so let's mulligan. This hand's pretty poopy, but I guess I'll keep it at 6. Seven down, 5 to go. Jackal Girl, thanks for re-upping at the tier 3 level. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Remember to, do you want me to just add that to Sultai Mill, or was there something in particular you wanted to add that's new? Either way, if you want to add a new one, you can use the form, as you know. Or alternatively, you could also just let me know if you want to bump something already in there. Senior JMTG, thank you for the brand new Prime support and welcome. The big TO, the sub one, only I could do that, Nivik. I got you. Sounds good, Jackal Girl. Alright, so I'm definitely playing this turn. And then I guess I'm just going to Discovery again. No, I'm gonna anticipate actually. We're looking for an amulet here. I'm gonna take a Ritual of Rejuvenation, I think. That can stall us some time here if we need to. That is not my amulet, chat. Thank you for playing my Durdle deck. Glad it's been able to come. It's been sweet, Coons. Coons, what do you think of playing more Settle the Wreckages instead of the Cleansing Novas? The Novas have felt slow, and like I really wished I'd had more Settles. So I'm taking 8 here. Alright, I guess, well, I don't even know if Cleansing Nova is that good here. I don't know, I guess it's fine. There's a chance that the other one wouldn't sweep at all. They're down to 3 cards here. Depends on how many other threats they have left over. The Rejuvenation and the Revitalize might be good enough here. Alright, any burn spell kills us here because he's hit for 5. Yep. Joke's on you, I'm always talking. Def not Nivik Sisters Prime. Thanks, Nivik. I appreciate you jumping through a hoop to do that. I think I want one more sweeper in the deck. I think so. I think there's 2. I believe there's 2 Cleansing Novas and 1 Settle right now. I'm going to put a second Settle in. Do that. The rest of the deck felt pretty good. I felt like I wanted like at least one more piece of interaction. Hey, Ferg to Q, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. That is a very easy mulligan. His hand is kinda poop. I'm just gonna bottom anything that's not the amulet, basically. When we get a non-routine for this client, I think I'll become an arena playing hobo. Put these towards Abzan Menagerie. Sounds good, Pikes. Thank you for the bits. Me too. Me too. I'm looking forward to do a non-rotator Rudy on this one. X Reese, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support there. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Thanks for sharing those Bezo bucks this way. Need stone rate. It's like a stone rate and a surgical away from everything Twitch chat loves in life, right? Grab one of them timeouts. I got you, Wolfwood. Thanks for supporting my content. Yeah, I guess I'll take a Settle here, right? Like, I have 4 lands. I probably, and again, this is why like I like adding a second Settle to the deck. I feel like I need, like, we'll just see, like, 1 piece of interaction per game a lot of the time. Yeah, so this deck that was submitted, it didn't have a sideboard with it, so we are currently playing best of ones with it. So if you have something that's an especially hot meme that's going to get worse after sideboarding, I'm kind of okay just, like, moping around at best of 1 queues on Arena with it. No, the bottom left corner isn't turns. The bottom left corner is how many timeouts you have saved up. They wouldn't be able to push the Tron button, Foxocon. It would be beautiful. So I think I'm just taking a hit for 4 here, and Chemister's inciting this turn. What's the timeout? So the way the timer system works in Arena, instead of being a chess clock like Magic Online, each player has a turn counter. And when you play quickly, like through the early turns, for instance, you save up what are called timeouts, which allow you to basically put extra time in the bank. So when you get to a point where there's going to be a really long turn, you could spend more time thinking on the long turn. Which is really sweet. Yeah, it's not perfect, so like some of the really long combo decks can time out on their one long turn, which definitely is an issue they need to address, but by and large, I am a fan of the Arena turn timer versus Magic Online's timer, especially as someone who is like y'all have watched me play Magic Online, right? Like I am constantly up 5 to 10 minutes on clock. So, as someone who is often up a ton on clock, it's nice to not be in a position to have that happen. Opponent correctly playing around Settle the Wreckage here. Very smart. If you just started watching and you haven't seen us combo yet, we've comboed a few times in this set, and it'll all be up on YouTube later as always. This deck is really sweet when it goes off, so I think we're going to play until we get to go off one more time. Oh no! Oh no, chat! She kills my amulet. Alright, I'm gonna play this out, and if the opponent is smart and kills my amulet, I'll concede. I got you, Sassy. There's a chance they just like don't respect this card and don't kill it, because like this alt sex turn. Yeah, if they don't kill it, we get to flip it right away, which would be great. YouTube lurker here, loving the standard format and dropping in for one of those timeouts I've heard so much about. Awesome, I'm glad you're enjoying the standard, and thank you for letting me know. I can Radical Idea plus Revitalize here, which is about the same. 7 months already, how time flies. Hikahuku, thank you for the 7-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Sweet, they didn't respect the amulet. Okay, so we have a chance here, chat. Take a chance on me. Do. We are by no means a lock, but I am saying we have live draws now. So we need to find one of our sweepers. We've got 4 sweepers in the deck currently. Or 3 sweepers in the deck. We have to look at a good number of cards. The basic potato. Gift in the sub, Aruni. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Awesome, BB Wyatt. Yeah, this format is really awesome. My article on Cool Stuff Tomorrow is going to be talking about Standard. Poppy needs a sweeper. Poppy needs a sweeper. Ayo! Don't mind me, just cantripping. Don't mind me, just cantripping. And to be fair, we have a bunch of looks at this, right? Way to not respect the Primal Amulet, opponent. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, tell me what it means to do. Gonna get you, gonna teach you to respect the Primal Amulet. Do you think this opponent is ever gonna leave a Primal Amulet uncracked again? Bye, friends. You know it's about to get real when Jeff starts singing, ain't that the truth? And this only sets my health total to 1, right? So, like, I could just gain health back immediately afterwards. So, like, that doesn't even really matter. Alright, opponent's casting a really health Health-intensive Vampiric Tutor. They're digging for trophy. Trophy would be so sad, chat. I worked so hard to flip this amulet over. Sure, I don't care about that one. Yeah, have your Doom Whisperer back. Hopefully they're just not gonna get another turn here. Hopefully we're gonna be really lucky and go infinite next turn. There's 39 cards in our deck. There's only 2 Nexus of Fate, so there's a chance that we miss, but you know, hopefully they're just not gonna get another turn here. I did change the tier 2 sub emote to the winky face. Because the old cartoon is like not my, well that's just fine. That one could stay right there. Yeah, this is actually really good, right? Because I can keep this, and I can bounce the Vraska and make them discard. I like don't even need this Cleansing Nova. Yeah, we could double Dispersal him here, which is just great. Dispersal's actually been really good in this deck. It's been really, really good. Taking turns is unplayable in Modern, so...
Crew, attack at will.
Ooh, piece of candy. I think I probably want to wait to play that until... Well, actually, so... I think I want to just Cleansing Nova and then single Dispersal this. Double Dispersal makes them discard 2 cards, though. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I did not, little Sunny. So I think I just pass here rather than expose my amulet. I guess if they want to kill my other amulet, that's fine. Yeah, it's probably fine if they want to kill this. I sequenced this poorly. Obviously, I should have done this first to get a charge counter on it. I wasn't sure if I was going to play this out was the issue. I assume they're going to Vraska and destroy this now that they see what I'm doing, but if they don't, we'll probably get to punish them pretty badly next turn.
My mission is more make way for your captain.
Wow! Just 0 respect. 0, actual 0. Now I'm really sad that I missed the counter on this. You can't cast both sides of a split card. Alright, so gain 8, draw 2 cards. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, right? Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, like, come on now, what are you doing? Alright, so I'm gonna radical idea off this black source here, discard this Drowned Catacombs. And again, this would be flipping here. if I'd have played a little bit better, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and revive. Yeah, bye, friend. All right, that was gonna be my last game with this deck anyway, so I was like to the high note, and Magic Arena decided it needed a quick nap while we were ending, so I'd just like to welcome everybody, and thanks for hanging out this morning here with me. My name's Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30 plus hours a week. We play all constructed on this channel all the time. I play Modern and Standard here on Arena. We play Modern on Magic Online, obviously. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out, 30 to 40 hours a week without their support. I love what I do, but they're the folks that allow me to do this as a job. Past subscribing, you can also support myself by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. Harry's Razors would love to help you get that nice, close, clean shave using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogelShave. You can save $5 on your new trial kit with them, starter kit with them. You can get that starter kit for as little as $3 with a subscription setup, or $5 with no further commitment. Phased Out, thank you for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that. And yeah, jamming every Tuesdays is going to be Arena moving forward. So if you enjoy my Arena content, you're going to make sure you're here on Tuesdays. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards direct with other players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off of the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of awesome custom art they have on their website. You can also find my own Hooglandia branded merchandise on there. We have a message deleted playmat and some things with my different Jester image. And of course, speaking of Hooglandia, Harry's Peppermint Face Wash is A+. Thanks for the hookup. Awesome, Brecken. Glad you're enjoying it. I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hooglandia. Remember, if you are enjoying the content, at least hit the follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. At any rate, we're heading back on into playing some more Arena now. We just finished wrapping up with this really sweet